and you're watching MLK Squared Sports.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your guys over here at MLK Squared. I'm MLK Jr. with
the old man, the MLK Senior. What's up?
If you're wondering what this background is about and you don't know who this person is, a lot of you will. We'll get to that in a second. But today is Hot Take Tuesday.
Hot Take Tuesday.
Your favorite segment. We love our Hot Take Tuesday. We love getting our points out there. We're going to do one per person today. Dad, would you like to explain essentially why this is our background for the day?
Yes, Mr. Former Tennessee Vol head football coach Jeremy Pruitt, loved in this city, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Beloved.
And I say that sarcastically. Jeremy Pruitt was not a good coach. I met Jeremy Pruitt. Unfortunately, we have his autograph and everything, but I have a take about Tennessee, and I'm not happy about this. I know you probably think I am, but I'm not. I'm not happy about this. I have close ties with Tennessee. I go to Tennessee games. I tailgate Tennessee, and most of my friends are Tennessee fans. But Tennessee will not make a playoff for at least the next 10 years. Tennessee will not make a playoff for at least the next 10 years.
I don't think the people in the back heard you. One more time.
Tennessee will not make the playoffs for at least 10 years. And this is my reasoning why. Number one, Danny White's the AD, and it just seems like there's certain components. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's just certain things when it comes to football. It doesn't seem like they can quite get it right. They just can't get it right. I don't feel that Heupel will be at Tennessee after this season. I think he will move on. I don't even know that he'll even be getting fired. I think he might just decide to move on somewhere else and try to maybe reset his career. He's been here for a while now. Was he 6 years? 5 years? 6 years?
This is going to be his fifth year.
This is going to be his fifth year?
I believe.
Okay.
He got here at 2021.
Okay, so he's going to try to reset his career. Tennessee, I feel like they're trending down unless this Faison guy does something miraculous at quarterback. But what's going to keep happening is they're in a mode, and my fear is they're going to become a feeder school for like other people. They'll have Faison, everything's going to go so well. They're going to fall out with him. He's going to leave. McIntyre leave. Everybody's going to leave.
6th year here at Tennessee.
6th year.
Sorry.
Okay, 6th year. And so I feel like they're going to keep phasing guys out here and there. And at a point, it's just going to be hard to keep up. I'm not convinced that Tennessee, I know the fans want to win. They want to win. They want to win the title. They want it now. I'm not convinced the administration, if that's what they want and that's their focus. And I can't see it changing anytime soon. Just due to some of the administrative things and the powers that be. Just kind of some of the things I know, just kind of, some on the outside looking in, just watching as things maneuver and happen. And I kind of feel like Tennessee is going to go on another downward trajectory. And I think it's going to go in some dark days again. So I just don't see it in the next at least decade of them like making the playoffs. And guys, and we're talking about them going to, they want to go to 16 and 24.
You're saying they can't even make that?
No, I think it's going to be, what's going to be difficult for them is, the SEC is admittedly a tough conference. And so you keep riding that line, we'll finish in the middle. You finish in the middle. When we used to just destroy Vanderbilt every year, now it's like a game. And now, and so their games are more highly contested now. Teams they just used to kill. Now it's a contest now. And these other teams are getting more committed to like, we're winning the football. Tennessee, of all these court rulings, of all these things going down, Tennessee was like the only team that had a judge that ruled against them in their own state. The guy went to Tennessee. I mean, they're just one of them teams that just like they can't catch a break. And I think once they lose Heupel, I don't know. It's like one of them things. Who you going to get? Who you going to get to come in? And so you can't. They're not going to be on like a Big 12 conference where you can make some moves, make a run, and you be the top team or one of the top two, get into the playoffs. The ACC, they've gone down, and they're going to have to finish. You're going to have to finish, to guarantee you a spot in the top 4 or 5 in the league.
Yep.
At least, and I just don't know, because I think even when you open up these spots, I don't think it's just guaranteed. We're going to give. That means the top 8 teams are going from the SEC are going to go. I don't know that to be true. I don't. With the NIL and a lot of the teams just randomly all over the country starting to get a little bit better and better, I think it's going to spread out even more. And so I don't know that it's a culture thing. We keep losing big recruit after big recruit. It's like one a year, whether it's a Boo Carter, Nico, or who, and I know people don't like them, but it seems like it's something different.
Now Chaz Coleman.
And and it's all different stuff. It ain't like the same thing, but it's like always a big deal. Other teams lose players, and I know it's not just Tennessee, but here at Tennessee, it just seems like it becomes it's like a big ordeal for some reason. And then it permeates throughout the country, and everybody's talking about Tennessee, and they lost this guy. What does it mean? Everybody uses that stuff in recruiting. When they go to talk to these kids, all that stuff gets used.
Yep.
And the backlash gets worse and worse and worse. And, I mean, I listen to a lot of different podcasts. I hear these kids come on, and they'll be getting interviewed and things like that. And they'll interview their parents. And there's podcasts that have, these parents and stuff on and kids on from all over the country. You would be shocked the number of times where Tennessee comes up or a visit or something like that, and things that just kind of like, I don't know, just kind of turn them the wrong way, or they heard this or they heard that. That all that stuff, it affects kids and where they want to go. And so, and even sometimes the fan base, if a kid doesn't pick Tennessee or something happens, we're like, well, he didn't want to play a tough schedule. He was a bum anyway. He wasn't any good. Guys that are looking to come here read all that stuff, and they're like, good grief.
Yeah.
Like, golly, And I know you think every fan base does that, but not, I don't know. I feel like Tennessee's at a different level.
Yeah.
They do it at a different level.
They do. It gets very irritating really quickly.
And so that's kind of how I see it. Now, would love to be wrong. Hope I'm wrong. I do. I like Tennessee in the playoffs, doing well. It's good for the city, the town community, the people. It's good for everybody.
It's good for college football.
It's good for college football. It does. A big-time program. But, I mean, it's not, we'll see how they do this year. I don't see Heupel being around probably after this season. And what coach are they going to get that's going to be able to get it right? And the way I look at coaching now, even in college football, when you look back at all the coaches that are winning titles, they're very more CEO type guys. They don't, like, even Ryan Day, until he let go of the reins of like, oh, this is my offense, I've got to be involved in everything.
Bubble screen,
and that he was so predictable, but he's trying to do too much. When he let it go and turned it over to Chip Kelly, when he let it go, and we had Jim Knowles on the defensive end, we had great athletes, but you got to coach them.
Yes.
When he let go and let them do their job, it was a whole new ball game, and they flourished. The one game he coached was the Michigan game.
100%, that was the game.
And that was the game. Me and Maddox were there. We were at that game. We were at the game. It was cold. But we were sitting there.
The 10-3 final.
We were sitting there watching the game, and we're just going.
It's a completely different team than
Chip Kelly's not coaching. Yeah, Chip Kelly's not coaching this game.
He's not.
And it showed in the play calling and everything. And so, but he had to let go. These teams, Nick Saban, he's regarded as the greatest coach, of all time in college football. But the one thing Nick Saban, or a couple things that he was able to do, it wasn't X's and O's or great coaching. He was a great motivator. But Nick Saban, one, knew he had to hire people that could do their job.
Yes.
You could offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. He might grab the mic and go, hey, run the ball more or whatever. But he stayed in his lane. He let them do their job. And he just kind of sat back and he managed the other stuff that the head coach needs to manage. And so I would love for Tennessee to get back to the CEO type coach, a coach that can actually has the cachet to bring some really good quality coaches in that can recruit. But even like right now, like you have Jim Knowles here on defensive coordinator. He was Ohio State. They won a title with him. I get it. I'm telling you, they were not a big fan of Jim Knowles. Number one, we have other support staff that were great recruiters, and we had great athletes. We had gotten Caleb Downs from Alabama. We had gotten we got somebody else
from the portal.
Yeah, I feel we got a couple guys from the portal from big time schools.
We developed guys, Ransom, Igbenos, and
those guys were in place before he got there.
Yeah, it's not. It
wasn't his team. Those guys were already in place.
It was not his defense.
Jim Knowles is absolutely not going to recruit. It's not going to happen. He didn't recruit at Ohio State.
He didn't recruit at Penn State.
He didn't leave the room. He didn't recruit at Penn State.
He didn't recruit at Oklahoma State either.
It's not ready for that here. He's not ready to sit back. They don't have the other infrastructure to bring in all the guys that they need and do. I mean, he brought Chaz Coleman here. I mean, do they not? I'm thinking, they don't give these guys like a physical or nothing? Like before, he knew you had on in, you promised him his money, and it was just, what's going on? And so, you got to have the recruiting staff, but especially if your defensive coordinator is not going to go out and recruit. But the thing was, at Ohio State, we had the staff to do that, but his personality, I don't think they wanted him to go out and recruit. No. I mean, I don't. Just the kind of the way he was.
Yes,
and Tennessee is a fit kind of school. You've got to, I think it's really important to get a guy that just kind of fits, with the culture, the community and stuff that Tennessee has going on here in the tradition. And Josh Heupel has done a pretty good job, but he's not as, you don't really get nothing at all from him. You don't even get really any good one-liners. Like, listen to a press conference is just, you might as well listen to dead air. But
watch paint dry.
Yeah, and you get nothing. It's not even fun.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, they hit a home run. I think getting Rick Barnes. Some people don't like Rick Barnes, but Rick Barnes is recruiting at an incredibly high level, and in the portal and in school and high school and stuff too. But football is going to be a big, big problem and a big issue. And so that's why my hot take is 10 years of going through the wilderness once again for Tennessee. Thank you.
So he is basically saying it will not feel like 98 for a while, guys.
For a while, yeah.
Unfortunately. Sorry to all the Tennessee fans listening. I know there's probably a good bit of you. I'm actually not really that sorry, but I kind of agree. I don't think they're going to be in the playoffs. I don't know if it's going to be 10 years. It won't be for a little bit, though. My hot take is something that I'm just tired of people saying all the time. Is the fact that NIL does not make college football better and why they're transferring everywhere. You got to pay players to play this, that. Oregon has $40 million to spend. They still don't have a title, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This NIL and this transfer portal stuff is making the sport 100 times more fun than it used to be.
I think so.
I want someone to name a year where at the start of the year you're like, man, I don't know who's going to win it all this year.
Yeah.
There was only 4 contenders.
Yep, for a long time.
Actually, no, there was only 3 contenders.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 for about 8 years.
Yeah.
That were going to win the title, and they were Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State. Those were the big 3. It just wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Starting the year, knowing one of those three teams were most likely going to win it.
Yeah.
And now you have all this portal movement in conference. Man, we're doing deep dives on the Big 12. We've never cared about the Big 12 until the past couple seasons. It's been fun to watch. Ever since they introduced this, it's been more even. It's been more competitive. Football is so much more fun to watch.
Absolutely.
And I guarantee you, anyone watching this video, whether you're 90 years old or you're 8 years old, you have never been more excited about football than you are right now.
Yeah.
You want to watch every team play because, say, like for us, for example, Lincoln Keenholz was a quarterback at Ohio State. We liked the kid. He's now at Louisville.
Right.
So now we're going to be watching Louisville games, see if he can play.
Right.
We have our favorite players from certain high schools, like my dad's alma mater, Ironton, in Ohio. We go down and see them all the time.
Yeah.
They have players that go places, and we want to see them play. So we watch other teams play. And the NIL is just another recruitment thing you can pitch people on. And it's not the only thing you can pitch people on. Because Tennessee, I guarantee you, has top 5 most money in college football to spend on players.
Yeah.
100%. Do they get a lot of players with that money? No. You know why? One reason is that the reason that you all always want to have is that they want to be a Vol. And that's probably 80% of the roster. They wanted to be a Vol, and they're good ball players, so they came to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Ohio State. The narratives of Oregon, Ohio State, all of these programs, the top dogs, saying they're paying everyone on their roster.
Yeah.
It's just not true. Ohio State has at least around 70 to 80% of their players on the team that are from the state of Ohio. You know, that's impressive. That's not often.
Buckeyes guys. Yeah.
That's not often. We've recruited in state well, and a lot of teams have. A lot of teams have been recruiting better in state. They've actually been recruiting better in state with the NIL than they were before, because all your good players in state would just go to Alabama.
Right.
So the games are more exciting. You care about more teams. And if it wasn't for NIL, you wouldn't be getting the college football games. If it wasn't for NIL, you wouldn't see your favorite players in these ads.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for NIL, none of the stuff you're seeing on TV would be this electric,
It's
fun.
It's fun. I like it. I agree. I like it. And like you just said, like there's the guys on teams. If there wasn't like a portal and there's no NIL and they couldn't go, there's guys on teams, man. They're good players, but if they can't leave, they would never get to play.
Nope.
They're not going to get to play. So I like the fact these guys can leave and go to different schools, and we actually can get to see them play instead of getting buried on the road. Man, bad Alabama. Alabama used to recruit guys back in the day, way back in the day. They used to recruit guys that they were good. They could have played and done something at another school. They recruited them in Alabama and knew they wasn't going to play them just so the other teams couldn't have them.
Yeah.
Good grief. And so these guys getting opportunities at all these different schools, I think it's kind of fun.
It is a lot more fun.
It makes
talent is more spread out in the country.
More different games and stuff now too.
Yeah, we've never watched as much college football as we had the past probably 2 seasons. We've watched every game imaginable. We cared.
Yeah.
We care about that group of 5 spots, seeing how competitive it's like its own little league, how competitive that can be.
Yeah.
The talent is more spread around. The conferences are more even than ever. Now you have a real argument instead of all the SEC teams just getting all the talent, Bama getting all the talent and saying the SEC's better only because Alabama has all the talent.
Right.
Look how the talent got spread out, and look who's on top in conferences now.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
It's a lot better now. It is.
It's a lot better.
It's more fun. I like not knowing who's going to win it and having it in question.
Quite frankly, I have no idea who's going to win it this season. I have no clue at all.
I do.
I know you do. We both think it's Ohio State, obviously.
Right.
But they may not be lucky.
Right. You gotta get a little
You
lucky.
have to get a little lucky, and if you don't get a little lucky, you won't win.
Nope.
That's all. That's all for my hot take. I was going to go more into that luckiness, but that's not my hot take. I don't want to drag this video out longer than it needs to be. That's all I got. You got anything else to add?
I'm good, man.
Thank you all so much for watching Hot Take Tuesday. Promise you the background will not be there next episode. I thought it was pretty funny, so we put it on there.
It was.
Hope y'all enjoyed watching. Enjoy Hot Take Tuesday. More college football content coming every single day until college football season. Be sure to like and subscribe. Just keep enjoying the ride. Let's build this together. I'm MLK Jr.
I'm the old man.
See ya.
See? Peace.